Welcome to Microsoft Teams Review. My name is Sean Jackson and I'll be your guide today. Microsoft Teams is the central hub for your team's work life. Before we get started, let's make sure you've installed the Teams app and the Outlook email app on your PC. Microsoft Teams is a 4-in-1 solution that offers a hub for teamwork in the Outlook 365 suite. With its cross-platform presence, you can have Teams on any device. This is made possible through your Outlook 365 email. To install, simply log into your email from any of your devices. Through the Outlook 365 subscription, you have access to your documents on any device, anywhere, as long as you have internet connection. This is possible because OneDrive is automatically backing up your files. If this is your first time opening OneDrive, you will need to sign in. At the bottom right of your screen, click the blue cloud on the toolbar and a login window will pop up. Don't have a blue cloud? That's okay. Type OneDrive into the Cortana search window. Open OneDrive and you should see the blue cloud appear in your toolbar. Now, if you've previously logged into OneDrive, your documents are already syncing. As shown here in the example, when you click the blue cloud, a pop-up window should reveal all of your files. If at any time you do not see a blue cloud at the bottom of your screen on the toolbar, simply type OneDrive into your search window, open OneDrive, and the cloud should appear in your toolbar. Once that happens, OneDrive will automatically sync and update all your files. Now that we know all our files are being synced and backed up to the cloud, let's move forward. One of the biggest misconceptions about OneDrive is that you have to save your files to the OneDrive. Let me clear that up. You do not have to change the current way you're saving your files. They are automatically being backed up to the cloud. So that means you have access to your files anytime on any device. And that brings me to my next point, saving files. Currently, when you need to save a document, there are always two folders present. One has a blue cloud. We know that's OneDrive, and it is automatically syncing all of our documents. The other has a green icon with the letter S. The S stands for SharePoint. This is our Sites Nolan Real Estate Services folder. But the basic way to save a file, which everyone should be doing, is simply save to a desktop folder. Now let's talk about the folder with the green icon. This is our SharePoint folder. If you want to save a document to this folder, what you're saying is, I want this document to be available to anyone on my team. So you would choose the team you want to save the document to, and now that document is available through the Teams app or on the SharePoint website. The Microsoft Teams app is all about flexibility. You don't have to get out of the app to save a document to a team. From the app, you can go to your team, click Files, click Upload, and now, as you can see in the example on the bottom of the screen, that document has been added to your list of files and is available to anyone on that team. One of the other cool things about the Teams app, I'm probably going to say that a lot because there's lots of cool things, is the ability that you have to collaborate and share and see the changes in real time. So you can post a document or share a document in chat or on the post wall of your team. Work on that document actively with your teammate, see the changes happening in real time, and all the edited versions are retrievable. So if you ever need to go back and there was a misstep and you want to retrieve that original version, it will always be there. And it's pretty easy to find. You click File, click Version History, and boom! All the previous versions are there. You can restore them. You can even compare them to the current one that you're working in. You can save them or not save them. Doesn't matter. You know why? Because they never leave. They're always there. And how about that autosave? Isn't that amazing? So we have spent a lot of time talking about sharing and collaborating on files in the Teams app. Yes? Yes, because it's one of the cool things. Well, what I wanted to show you is that you can share a file by either attaching it or pasting it directly to a chat or to a post wall. But you don't have to work on that document or open that document in the Teams apps. You can click on the ellipsis next to the document and you can open it in whichever desktop version that document comes in, meaning if it's an Excel spreadsheet, it would open in Excel. If it's a PowerPoint, it would open in PowerPoint. One of the other cool things about the chat window specifically is that if you've ever shared a document in the past with a coworker, or maybe 10 documents, and you're going to look for one of those documents that you need one day, and you know how we typically just scroll and scroll and scroll. What's really cool about this particular feature is that you can, in your chat with that specific person, click on the files icon and it will pull up any file that you have shared in that chat with that person. And it keeps a history of all of them. So you no longer have to file and thumb through all of these chats or all of these emails to look for that one document that you forgot to save to your desktop. Ah, I love it. You can literally click files and all of the documents that you've shared in that chat are available to you. Sidebar. Let's talk about creating. So if you are in the Teams app and you want to start a blank document, create a new document, you never have to leave. You can go to your team, click File, click New, and then from the drop-down menu, decide where you want to go. It's that easy. We are halfway there. Mid-course review time, people. Okay, so far we know that we can install Office 365 on any device. All of our documents are automatically syncing to the OneDrive, and we can save our files as normal to the desktop. We can save our files directly to a Teams files folder. Navigating Teams is easy. You have access to all your files anytime on any device. One of my most favorite things, because I keep talking about it, is collaborating. You can collaborate on projects in the Teams app, and you can see edits in real time as you're collaborating. One of the other cool things that you can do while you're collaborating and working on a document is you can enter comments and notes directly onto the document to view at a later time. They are always there. In the Teams app, we now know you can create new documents, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Microsoft Teams is just a dynamic tool that every corporate team should have. With its cross-platform chat, Microsoft Teams provides a modern conversation experience. Let's get into chats. In this section, we'll be exploring the Teams chat, learning about its many features and how to have fun customizing our chat experience. Okay, so we're in Teams. We click on chat. At the top of the screen, there's a little square with a pencil in it. You click on that, type in the person's name, a drop-down menu will show, and you pick the person's name and start typing into the chat window. Hit enter, or you can actually click on the little arrow to hit send. Pretty simple, guys. Did somebody say features? Let's talk chat. Okay, at the bottom of your chat window, you will see a row of icons. If you click on that first icon, it will expand your chat window and give you options much like your email does. In chat, you can also choose your message's priority. You can attach documents or paste them right into the chat window. Another feature of the chat is creating a meeting directly in the conversation you're having. As you can see, there are many fun options for you to customize your chat experience. Okay guys, seriously, I wish I had sound effects like pew 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 pew, bonus, features, pew 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 pew. Let's talk additional chat features. I want you to discover all the great features about the chat in Teams. You can do that by hovering your mouse over the chat window to reveal additional options like sending emojis. You can do @ and mentions. In the chat, you can do a video call or a regular call. You can add more people to the chat that you're in. But one of the things I want to point out specifically is the screen share. Always choose the desktop version to share your screen. That way, who's ever looking at the screen can see every window you open. If you choose the window version, they are only going to be able to see the screen that you're currently on. But again, get in there, play around, and have fun. And that completes core experience. Let's summarize what we've learned. We know that you can post to your Teams wall using all the same features you have in chat. You can create chat messages almost in the same way your email works. You can add people to an existing chat or start a brand new chat with multiple people. You have likes, mentions, the use of emojis, GIFs, memes, and stickers. You can video chat or call from the chat window. You can create a meeting directly from the conversation you're having. You can share your screen and collaborate on projects and customize your experience by adding apps to your chat window. I hear a common theme: flexibility. Teams is all about flexibility. A lot of the things that you can do in one place, you can do in the other. My chat feels like an email. I can attach documents directly to my post wall. I can do likes and mentions and use memes. It feels like social media. Teams is all about creating an experience that is easy and fluid and fun. In this section, we'll briefly touch on how to join a meeting in Teams. To join a meeting in Teams, you go to your calendar in Teams, find the meeting, open the meeting, and then click Join from the top toolbar in the meeting. This will not take you directly into the meeting. Another window will pop up, the one you see here in the center of the screen, that says Join Now. This gives you time to decide how you want to join. Here, you will choose camera on or off, mic on or off. If you enter the meeting with your camera on, the middle button, which is grayed out in this example, will allow you to blur your background. So we don't have to try to go clean up stuff behind us. But in the center of the screen, now you're in the meeting, it will have a bar, which is at the bottom of this screen in my example. That bar will have an ellipsis, those 3 dots in the middle of it. If you click on those dots, it will give you additional meeting features. Again, I encourage you, play around with these menus and these options. There are so many of them. You can also share your screen, which we discussed previously. Again, the Microsoft Teams app is all about flexibility. If you are comfortable with using your Outlook calendar, you don't have to change that. You can join a meeting directly from Outlook. Click the calendar, open the meeting, click Join Teams, and it will actually open in the Teams application. And follow the same instructions on entering the meeting. In addition to everything that you can do with the Teams app, believe it or not, there's more. You can add channels and apps to existing teams. The relationship between your apps and your team is defined by its channels. So, let's talk channels. So, the way I would describe channels and apps in Teams is that the channel is the team's personality and the app is its attribute. Adding a channel to an existing team is very easy. You find the team, click on the ellipsis next to it, a pop-up window comes up, and you add the channel, follow the directions. Pretty self-explanatory once you're in the window. There are many options, as you can see, in this window of your team. Again, get in there, explore around. If you want to manage your team and you're the owner of that team, clicking Manage Team will show you all the owners of the team and all of the members, and you can do some of the same things that you see here in the window of Manage Team. If you want to add an app, you go to the top toolbar of that team, click the plus button, a brand new window will open up, and it will have tons of applications on there for you to choose from. You can thumb through them all, read the descriptions, decide which ones you feel best fit you and your needs. If it's too overwhelming, I would suggest go to the internet, type in apps that meet blank need, and allow Google to maybe give you a list and go back into the app, type them into the search window, and discover them that way. However you want to discover your apps, it's again just another cool feature. As you can see in the example in the center, there's a toolbar, and then at the lower part of the screen, you can see now that I've added an app. So once you've added the app, it literally just goes right in line with the rest of your tabs that are on the team. Pretty simple, right? This concludes the Microsoft Teams review.